First Samuel chapter 3, and we're going to read from verse 3 to 10. And those of you who have had the privilege of ministering to before, don't know how I like to do it, because it promoted the spirit of unity. I love to read together, amen? Praise the Lord, is that okay? And then we read, because it is the word of God, we're going to read it. I'm asking not to read as though we are at, not even full, because I see people read at full much more better, but just read the word of God and then you'll get excited on what God is about. Amen? Praise the Lord. So 1 Samuel chapter 3. Praise the Lord. And we're going to read from verse. Oh, it's perfect. It's up. Verses 1 to 10. Praise the Lord. Everyone have it? Amen. Together. The boy Samuel served the Lord in Eli's presence. In those days, the word of the Lord was rare, and a prophetic vision were not whispered. That's right, sorry. Healing in his womb. Before the last cloud had gone up, Samuel was lying in the tabernacle of the Lord, where the ark of the God was located. Then the Lord called Samuel and answered, "Here am I." He went to Eli and said, "Here I am. You called me. I didn't call." Eli replied, "Go and lie down." And he went and lie down. Once again, the Lord called Samuel, and Samuel got up to Eli and said, "Here I am. You called me. I didn't call." And he replied, "Go and lie down." So Samuel had not yet experienced the Lord, because the word of the Lord had not yet been revealed to him. Once again, for the third time, the Lord called Samuel, went to Eli, and said, "Here I am. You called me." And Eli understood that the Lord was calling more. He told Samuel, "Go and lie down. If he calls you, say, 'Speak, Lord, for your servant is listening.'" So Samuel went and lay down in his place. Last verse. The Lord came, stood there, and called as before, "Samuel, Samuel." Samuel responded, "Speak, for your servant is listening." Father, this is your word. It's already blessed. But Father, at this present time, we're asking you that you would apply it to our hearts. Father, that you would invoke the Spirit among us, our receiving hearts. And Father, that lives will be changed, some spirits will be broken, that you can put them back together in the way that you see fit. And please to bless us as you see fit for Christ's sake. Amen. Praise God. Before you take a seat, just turn to someone and you tell them when God is speaking, listen. Praise the Lord. You may be seated. Praise the Lord. Praise the Lord. When God is speaking, listen. Let me just real quick see the hands of the eight teachers that are among us. So whether you're a teacher, probably teacher, whether you're a Sunday school teacher, any type of teacher at all. I see a few hands. So I'm getting a sense of who I'm speaking to this evening. Amen. And we all know as teachers, I said myself too, because I had a little bit of experience tutoring, so I know exactly what I'm about to say to you. We know that when we have something to deliver or to teach individuals, they have a problem with what? Listening. We hear because we have been blessed with the sense of, or we have given ears so we can hear. But we have a problem with what? Listening. Listening and hearing, my friends, are two different things. How many times as parents we're telling our kids to do something or giving them instructions, and because they're so caught up in doing something totally different, they hear it because the vibrations will carry. But they don't understand or they hear it because they're so zoned out into something else. They're being distracted. It happens all the time. And then what are the results that we get from it? People fail in classes, or they do what you say, or they did it the wrong time, or they did it the wrong way.
A lot of times we experience that. But this evening I'm here to tell you that when God is speaking, don't just hear what He has to say, but you listen. There's an experience you will get when you listen to the voice of God. There's a practical part of it that you will experience. Because when the voice of God is speaking, you will get to know what you're supposed to do, know where you're supposed to be, and be before you're supposed to do it. I'm not going to go to that. I'm going to talk about Samuel, amen? Praise the Lord. I just wanted to throw that in there this evening because if you fall asleep on me, then I'll be able to tell you that God is actually speaking. I don't want you to see God with Jamar. I want you to just hear the voice of God, amen? Praise the Lord. So, Father, remove self out of the way and just fill my mouth with your word. Praise the Lord. So I got to give you some history. Amen? In this sermon right here, what's going on is that you had two young ladies. And I'm doing the history not from this one, but before what happened before. There are two young ladies, one who was just bringing forth children. She was bringing forth them. And she was taunting the other because the other one had an issue with bringing forth. And one of the things, the issue is that what we see physically is the issue, but what God has did was already designed. God was the architect of this situation. And what God did, the Bible says that God shut her womb for a period of time. There's some of us this evening that's facing a situation because God has deliberately shut it up for a period of time. If I sound a little bit basic, I want you to understand that this is a youth congress forum where we have young kids, and I cannot really have my young kids even here not understanding what I'm saying this evening. Amen? So if this sounds like ABCs, then I set the A, B, and C and say, bless God, and we go home. Amen? Praise the Lord. But I promise you that when we get through this, you'll have a different understanding from what this passage is. I know that it's very, very familiar. We've read it many times before. But for some reason, it is revealed to me for this evening. So what's happening is that in her situation, she was married, and then she made a covenant with God, and she said, God, if you give me, and she made her request specifically. Somebody say specifically. She told God, how many of you on your church answer, right? I did. She told God specifically, I want a male child. And the contract was, when you give me the male child, Lord, I will give him back to you. There are a lot of times when we say from God that we ask God for certain things, and then we get it, we forget who gave it. Nancy Jackson? I don't know, but God honored her request. After a little bit of time, God honored the request, and she conceived. She bore a son, and she named him Samuel. And what do you think she did? And I'm going to pause here for a minute. The reason why I'm going to pause here for a minute is because a lot of times when we come to church and we have a newborn, and we bring that newborn to church to be christened, the pastor stands right in front, and he reads all of these charges to the godparents and the parents, and everybody says, I will, I do. But then as soon as we exit the doors, the only time, I want you to know, right, that this young man over here is my godson. If you did not know that. And he can tell you, but he was a little younger. I acted more of a father. He can tell you that. He can tell you that. He can tell you that. So this is my little boy, alright? I want y'all to know that. So much so that, so I'm going to bring him up from school, and the teacher's actually brought up his dad. Because both of them and his dad work for Con Ed, and with the colored glasses, some people tell me that his mom is his dad. So the teacher didn't know the difference. So, But anyhow, when we exit the doors, the only time you hear from godparents and certain individuals is when his birthday, time to give gifts, and that's all. But what about the gift of God? What about the gift of the Word that we want to instill within individuals? This is youth. So what Hannah did is that she gave the son that God gave to her back to God, and she took him right to the temple, to the high priest, Eli, and she said, "Here's my child, you raise him, and you do what God has in store for him." Amen? Yes. So it brings us to the text. Samuel grew up in church. I'm going to bring it down to our level. He grew up in church. He was taught the things of church. He was taught how to sing and to play drums or fire. He was taught how to play the keyboard. He was taught how to honor the man of God. He was taught when to rise up early, to do his chores. He was taught to do all that stuff. And the word that the phrase that the Bible uses said that Charles Samuel ministered unto the Lord before Eli. What that means is that he was working inside the church. He was working his ministry. He was doing what he was taught to. There are a lot of times we are taught to do stuff and we get so complacent and we get so complaining that we don't want to do it because I don't feel like doing it. Daddy, I don't want to go to church because they will sing the same old songs again today. Pastor preached too long. Oh, my daddy's not hurting. I wish I could have pulled that stuff against my dad when I was young. You know what he was saying? You're going to the right place. You're going to the right place. Somebody certain. So Samuel did that. And I have to get my church knows that his ministry consisted, of course, of such duties are above the sanctuary where they suited his age. So this means he wasn't given nothing that was too hard for him to do. He was taught by his master, which is Eli. And he followed, he watched, he listened. The word of God goes on to say that I'm just interject this right here. All along this time, God was watching him. Yes. God was watching the way how he was handling himself in church. God was watching the way how he was responding when being spoken to the masses. A lot of times we catch attitude problems. I will not be invited back here, but I have to say, we get attitude problems. We want to be rebellious. I'm talking this one is to the youth now, and to the young ones in Christ. We are given instructions on how to do something, and we rebel. Nah, I need to be done somewhere else. I'm not that you mean wrong, but there's a right way to do stuff. Amen? But we start to rebel. And then we have this thing implanted in our minds that when I get 18 and I'm now responsible for myself, I will exit the church and I'm going to do what I want to do. Yes. But we rebuke that spirit in the name of Jesus. Amen? We rebuke that spirit. Samuel at this age, he was taught to do the right thing. He was taught the ways of the church, and he made it practical. He did what he was supposed to do. I remember talking to myself since I be danced for the first time in my life. A little girl, like the one that came up. I remember very clearly. At my church, remember how we have the booth. And I'm sitting in the booth and I said, this little girl coming down the aisle dancing. And I'm like, oh my God, I was left in awe. Now this young lady standing here today and she's running the whole entire service. Put your hands together for God. But while God is watching him, God is saying, well, that's what you're practicing to do, but I have something more for you. That's right. I have something more. That's right. There's a lot of things that God is watching us, and he said, I have something more for you. So, the word of God goes on in verse 2, and he goes on to say, look, the word of God was precious in those days. Not that it's not precious in these days, but it's only significant about in those days. And I had to pause for a minute so I get my bearings all lined up correctly. Correctly at any point in time if I'm wrong. So at that point in time, they have been over the era of Joshua being the leader. He sat down and they went into judges. So judges were the ones they didn't have organized government. So judges ruled at that time. They judged and they ruled. And I believe that Samuel at some point he eventually became a judge. But the prophecy or the spirit of prophecy at that point in time was very limited. Limited meaning that I believe in it's only mentioned in Judges Although two minor prophets that there were. Alright? So when the Bible uses the phrase right here, the word of the Lord was precious, it means that there was no what's the word? There was no renowned prophet at that point in time. And by renowned, it means that you will know when a renowned prophet comes into the atmosphere. When a renowned prophet steps on the ground, people change the way they do stuff. They change the way they walk, they change the way they approach, because they know that what they're carrying is going to be so effective. It's either going to bring about destruction or it's going to bring about prosperity. It's either to correct or it's either to push forward. So what was missing in this time was a renowned prophet, and God was still watching something because God wanted to throw this amazing on the right. Israel was a nation that was very rebellious to God as much as God loved them. Very, very rebellious. Sounds familiar, right? Sounds very familiar. But I'm not even going to go into that. But I want you to understand where I'm getting at this evening. Alright? So because the word was, the prophetic ministry was absent, the Bible goes on and says there was no open vision. What it means by open vision, and this is my take on it, they may have a different take, but what it means by open vision is that Eli was present. He was a high priest. He was a man that handled the word of God. Sounds familiar like Bishop Dutchman, right? He handled the word of God. Not that no one else qualified to be handling the word of God, but in those days, Eli was a man and he would go to when you want to hear word from God, right? But the term open vision, when I grasped from that, was because, as I mentioned before, that the renowned prophet was a man who, when he steps into town, we know he's bringing the goodies. Yes. We know he's bringing the word of God. He's carrying something that is so deadly, and it can also be so sweet at the same time. So because he was the man that you will run to when you know you want to hear a word from God. From God, sorry. So when the Bible says the term open vision, that was missing. Yes. It was missing. Eli, at his level, handled the word of God, but he was not compared with the level of prophecy that was missing. The Bible goes on to say that then, like having here, the ear of the lamp of God went out in the temple. So now we come to that point in the day where we do not have the lights, we hit the switch where they have the fire lamps, the oil lamps, the little lanterns, but it was dim, so it seemed that it was in a dead part of the night, 3-4 o'clock in the morning, and then what happened was Eli, the Bible uses the term Eli's eyes was one dim. That can be taken two ways. Either that he's a sleepy. We can also take it that, and he was, he's getting up there in age, so he's spiritually, he's not seeing things the same way before. Or thank you. I think I have support. Or so at that point in time, Samuel, he went to lie down. Yes. Because the person to make sure that because of his nature, he would finish all of his chores. He would have kept his bed all the way where he lies, close to where he lies close. Alright? So he went in, sleep, and now God decides it is time. Yes. Somebody put their hand together and say, amen. It is time. I got to that part here. Alright, good. So now it's time to minister unto his job. But what was the thing that was missing? And this is where I have to turn to our youth. We are taught, as I said before, to do a lot of stuff in church. We taught to sing in the choir, we taught to dance, we taught in Sunday school the Word of God, and he would taught all this stuff. But what's missing is that he did not have an encounter with God, and he didn't have a personal relationship with God. He did not have an experience with God, so he did not know He had absolutely no clue who God was as far as his personal relationship goes. Now there's a difference. You can know of God. You can know about him. You can say, go to someone and say, I know him. But do you have a personal relationship with him? That's what God is saying. So when God showed up and he said, Samuel, Samuel, because of Samuel's because of his personality, he is trained that he was so respectful. Not our word. He was so respectful that immediately he jumped up and he went straight to his master. Yeah. You see what's around here? The level of respect, the level of honor. The master called, which he thought. So and he jumped up immediately, and I'm gonna pause right here because we are used to break it down. Because I did it too, so I know exactly what I'm saying. How many times our parents come home and we know they were call for us and we turn off the lights and run under the sheet? I think I'm speaking another language. I don't know if it's a movie out over here, but you see all of us are laughing because they know. We put on all the fake snores. We act as though we're caught because we know where we bought it. Yeah, it happens. I do it. Even as a grown man too, when I tell my mom, I hear her come up the stairs, everything up, computer off, lights out, whatever. I had the Xbox, everything shut off. I'm on the chat and say, guys, the box is sold out. Yeah, but not Samuel. He heard the voice and he immediately jumped up. He started together. He ran to his master. Hey, what's going on? What you need? I mean, it's 3 in the morning, but I'm still going to take care of you because that's what I'm supposed to do. All right? And these are things that God is watching. Yes, He's watching. God is watching these things. How you behave, how you behave to your elders, how you behave to those people who are setting authority on you. So then Eli said, nah, I didn't call you. I'm not calling you. Go back to right now. He went back to right now. The Bible says that God came and called him again. God didn't let him rest. That's right. God called him again. Same thing happened again. He jumped up. Now I would say that I heard a voice the first time and he said it was not me. The reality is, I'm not going again. Am I lying? I'm not going again. I mean, you got me up the first time. Bad enough, you got me up the first time. And I'm going to go again, but that's not Samuel's nature. You see? That's not his nature. But the God is he's so peculiar. He's so set aside, he's so sanctified for this specific purpose that he dropped again and he said, you know what? Put the pedal to the metal, and he went to his master. Here I am. Me? I didn't call you. I didn't call you. Go back to right now. You know what the pastor says? You know what he says? I'm going to tell you exactly what he says. But this time, every padlock, the door is sealed, there's cloth underneath the door, lights out, that's it. I'm finished. But you back in like that. We ain't got in the little doors, God called me again. Yes. Jumped up. I know by now, in today's society, we are catching a tangent. Some of our kids catching a tangent, they're kicking over everything. They're pulling on. Y'all know exactly what I'm saying, right? And it's not really. Don't get scared. Even if the parents say, yeah, I got you today, right? I go pray in the spirit. I'm telling you, man. All right. So he jumped up the third time and he ran over to his master. And master, at this point, and this is weird now, I'm going to shift the conversation from the young ones now over to the ones who are in authority, all right? So at this point, because of Eli's experience and because of the Spirit of God moving in him, he starts to realize and he starts to realize this is what's happening. This is not normal. He realized how many times we misinform our youth. How many times, because we are so blind to see what's going on, we put feelings in the way of what God is trying to do. However, that's not what happened. What happened was Eli realized exactly what was happening, and he said to him, when you go back this time, I want you to answer it. If you hear a voice again, I want you to answer and say, yes, sir. Yes, here I am, speak, Lord, for the servant hearer. I know I said listening before, but I want you to know that the word listening probably was evolved later on. So I'm trying to realize that there's a difference between hearing and listening. But that was the instructions that Eli gave him. And the beauty of Samuel is that because he is a guy that always follows his master's instructions, he went back. He lied down. No tantrum, no attitude. God called him. He got up. And God was able to minister to him. I do not know who God is calling. And I do not know which arena God is calling you for. But what I am sure is that God will call. God will call. Because from the moment that you were born, as you told Jeremiah, I knew you before your parents even met. I had a purpose for you. Somebody told me a few years ago that there is life, there is hope. And I took that and I ran with it because the reason why you are still breathing today, the reason why you are still walking this earth, the reason why you still exist is because God is not finished with you yet. Somebody put their hands together to Jesus. Sometimes you are not the youth that is born, or you call the back and Barbados, the black sheep in the crowd. They're doing their own thing. They're acting crazy, all messed up. And sometimes you want to give up on them. But the fact that they're still living and they're still breathing, it means that God has not finished them yet. So when God came and he started to minister to Samuel, what happened was now Samuel is now having a personal encounter with God. And the Bible says God was able now to bestow upon him the prophetic ministry. God was now able to take what he had from before in terms of the training and evolve it, apply the anointing. Apply the purpose. And then he evolves into a different person. And God started to reveal some things to him. You see, revelation goes a long way. It goes a long way. When this scripture was given to me, I actually have something similar to here. And I'll tell you what it is. We live in a day in a society where facts matter. Facts matter. I'm not saying this is relevant, this is what we live by. That's right. This is what guides us, this is what governs us, this is what make us decide what we're going to do. This. But we also live in a society where facts and we have to see stuff happening. And God will do it. You see, that's where the power of testimony is so vital. When I sat there and I listened to the doctor, I think it was Dr. Marshall, right? Yes. When she came, and she gave, I mean, she left a whole lot of stuff, but she gave her testimony, what we call her testimony. And she was able to give us, the period of time of what she went through. And she was able to see how she progressed and how God made the way. That is not in the Bible. But it can be found, the principles of what she said can be found in the Bible. So it's hard to go. For some people, they come here and they tell you about Samuel, they tell you how God has a hand in his life. That's all good, because it's wonderful. And if you tell me that if you put your life in the position of where God can bless you, he'll bless you. But it's also important for me to come and tell you that God is still doing the same thing. Somebody put their hands together for Jesus. How many people that have said it before, they tell you that, you know what, God did away with this, you know, other way. And they say, oh, give us the details. There's some people that went through sicknesses. You know, for those of you who don't know, you know, my mother-in-law, she went through 2.5 surgeries. I know that's what you know. He came, we prayed with us and stuff like that. And I tell her all the time. I said, look, I don't know how you feel today, but I was around for the last surgery. And remember when there were people that gave up on her. She gave up on herself. I would say that from the pulpit. She gave up on herself. And she had a reasonable, you know, it was understandable. It was understandable of why she wanted to do it. We see it today. Yes. That is exactly the gospel. That is like, it's so remarkable. It's so remarkable of what God can do with individuals. I think it was about a year ago. I asked my brother over here, Brother Matthew. And I always remember because I asked him and I said, Matthew, what type of car you want to drive later on? Matthew, you remember what you told me? Bugatti, that's it. See, you remember? Can you tell everyone how much that costs? Oh, no more than that. Right. And my point to him is that that's not bad. That's not. Nothing's wrong with that. I want you, for what I'm going to say to you, nothing's wrong with that. Here's the point I want to get about driving the Bugatti. I'm going to tell you that. The Bible says, seek ye first the kingdom of God. The Bible says, seek ye first the kingdom of God. You see, there's something about the kingdom that we do not understand. When Christ put in his appearance, he preached the kingdom. He taught the kingdom. He told people about the kingdom. And he also lived the kingdom. So there's something about the kingdom that God wants to seek it first. Seek the kingdom first. Then the Bugatti will come. As a matter of fact, I will even go to tell Sister Tina far that because while you are seeking after the kingdom, your consciousness will shift. Because that stuff may not be irrelevant later on. So I'm not going to tell my brother over here, hey, son, don't think about, don't never want to convert a Bugatti. Sure, that's why somebody didn't want to join on with it. What I'm saying is that the purpose that God has for you, the will of God, that is more important. Yes. Because while you're in the will of God, God can minister to you. God can show you things that you've never seen before. And sometimes we see things through blinders because of how we feel. But leave it over to God. God is able to put it right open. And God is able to show us exactly this is how it is. So with Samuel, and I want to tell you that I cannot stand here this evening and list a lot of stuff that Samuel has accomplished in his lifetime. But what I can tell you is that Samuel, he made an impact on this world. Yes. He made an impact on the people surrounding him. Read the story and he realized that it does not end there. Because Samuel goes on to, he also, I believe that he was the last judge of Israel. He was the last judge. He was also a prophet, and he was the one who anointed the first king and the second king. It is an honor to anoint people. I have to say it out. Because sometimes we go through life and we think that being renowned or being important really matters. Having this fame and having this riches, we really think that it all matters. But sometimes we can be very, very effective at another level where we cause another individual to reach their full potential. That's what I'm saying. If it's not for you, don't force it. Maybe your job is just to shine the light on someone else so that they can go forward. So Samuel was not supposed to be king. That was not his job. But what he was supposed to do is anoint the king. That is very important. Bishop, maybe your call is not. Y'all read this. But you're not going to be bishop forever. Amen. And I study, and here's what I want to point to all of the rest of everyone that's studying this evening. I studied this evening, and what I saw was remarkable. You see, all those little kids that came, I'll tell you, man, the church is the good position later on. If things are done correctly. And by the way, I claim every soul for Christ. I claim every soul for Christ. Because if each one of those individuals, they grow up and have an experience with God, you will have a lot more than the doctor when you have clean up and give them testimony. See, this is the same thing that we're talking about with kingdom and kingdom building. And we're just on the topic about and God is speaking listening. We have to listen to the voice of the Lord. We have to recognize it first. We have to listen to it and follow it. Don't do this on what we feel. As young men and women and of the church of tomorrow, it's very important to listen to the voice of God and to do it. A lot of us can stand here and talk each other about mistakes we've made along the way. We can tell each other, we can give a whole lot of stories, we can lay it out. But when we can stand and say, but God told me to do this and I did this, and I got the results that God wanted. That's a powerful story. We don't have to have a track record to say, unless, it was God's will that I went to prison because of doing something, getting myself into stuff that God didn't want me to get into. I can stand here and say, God kept me. God made a way where it seemed to be no way. And I was saying, amen. God made a way. The time I thought we'd give it up. But God made a way. It's that phrase, but God made a way. And here's what I'm telling you, when you get that experience with God that you're supposed to, that's not the end of it. The devil don't like that. But Matthew, the devil don't like that. God, the devil don't like it. Because now you will be detrimental to his kingdom. I don't know exactly where to find it, but the Bible says that the young, I believe it's something to do with the arrows of a mighty warrior. And yes, the man has to look for. Because there's a lot of damage that you can do once you go back and you release it. When you pull back that arrow it has potential in you. That's right. I think that's what we're looking for. Yes, it has potential. And that's what we have as we have potential. Yes. No. Potential is like stored up gasoline. You don't store it up. You put it to use, right? But if you, that's what, it only matters when you use it. Because you have so much potential, you want to put it to use and put it to use in the right way. Yes. Because then when God throws in his anointing and God starts to cultivate with what we're doing already, we become really powerful men and women of God. And that's what Samuel is. I'm being unconscious, so I'm going to wrap it up. I'm going to the conclusion. And here's my charge I want to leave with the ministry here and all the ministries that are represented. To all of the leaders, surround our youth. Yes. Surround them. Pray for them. Pray for us. I'm so young. Pray for us. Yes. Let us hear you pray for us. Yes. Let them see you pray for them. I like the fact of personally that's more how you push Sister Abby into and making her be a role model. I love that. That's what the church needs to be, role models. People will pull your friend and be very, very straight up. Tell you when you're wrong and give you instruction and say, listen, if you do that, you're going to make a mistake. If you don't make mistakes, I'll make it. I've been the president for about 6 years. And, I had my ups and my downs. So it was a learning process. Yes. But some of the stuff that I learned, that I know now, if I had to do it, I would probably done something differently. But that's how life goes. Yes. I'm pretty sure a lot of people have that same experience. You will do things differently if you had another chance. But here's the other thing is that God has left some examples for us in His Word. God has given His Word for us to study. God has given us a Word to have examples and that we can make right conscious decisions. Because at the end of the day, it is not about me, Bishop. It's not about the way how well I can speak, how well I can bring from the Word. It's all about God and His kingdom. That's all it's about. So and I have to say that this part too, that stood out to me in this text. A lot of times in ministries, if you notice that Eli had sons, he was not alone. Eli had sons. I didn't know the part yet. He had sons, Bishop. A lot of times, and I know I'm going to last for this, but I have backup, okay? A lot of times in ministries, some ministries are failing because we want to pass the baton to the wrong I should answer some pastors. I'm not saying if it's God's will and the person is right, has been called, do it. But because a person has been, it came from your loins, it does not qualify them to take up the mantle unless God says so. The past way, the vision that God has already. The Bible says in Romans chapter 8 and verse 30, I'll read for you. Moreover, whom He has predestined, then He also called. And whom He called, He's also justified. And whom He justified, then He also glorified. Saints of God, what I'm saying is that if the individuals are called, they have to be watchful. If they're called, then you put them in the places that they are called for. Not because they are an extension of you. Not because they're royalty according to what you think. It's all about the kingdom. A lot of times we destroy ministries and we destroy things because of the way we feel about stuff. And it's not about us. It's all about the kingdom. Eli had sons and his sons, and you don't think that his son, Eli probably one of his sons in those positions. He probably did. But God didn't want them. God didn't want them. Because they were all messed up and they were doing the wrong things. They got caught up. So to my youth, when I'm bringing before us today, in the thing that was given, that when God speaks, I want you to listen. I want you to position yourself for greatness. Position yourself, put yourself in places where God can minister to you directly. And God can start to show you stuff about yourself that you've never seen before. You see, the God of revelation is so peculiar that sometimes you will see stuff that individuals will think that you are crazy. They will think that you are lunatic. They will think that you are fanatic. But it's because the power of God is working and only you can see it because it's only for you. It's not for everyone. So Samuel, God came and ministered to him. And God ministered to him in such a way that he understood. He did not need no translation from Eli. That's right. God ministered to him. And it took an effect on him both physically and spiritually. Yes. Bishop, I pray even right now that the youth of this church will be ministered to by God. I pray that God's Spirit will arrest them right where they are. And God will reveal to them what He has for them. That they will even shock you, Bishop. They will even shock you. They shock all of us. I mean, I pray that for all of our ministries, including my ministry also. I pray that for us. But then when we see that, I want us to continue to support this. Continue to encourage. Encourage somebody. Let's stand to your feet where you are. Let's stand to your feet.